Hello and welcome to my Muddy Puddles Chimps guide with a very funny and kind of generic but funny, interesting strategy at the same time. I don't really know how to explain it. First, let's start by placing a dart monkey right over here in such a way that the range border on the left side goes through these two tire treads right over here, and the bottom right part of the range border goes right through this little tread right over here. And then we place a sniper right up here, and unfortunately we have to do a bit of sniper micro. 4 shots on strong, 6 shots on last, and then set it back to strong where it will stay for the rest of the round. For round 7, set your dart monkey to last and your sniper to last for 4 shots, and then you'll switch your sniper to first for 5 shots, and then after those 5 shots, you'll set it back to strong where it should stay for the rest of the round. And if you've gotten your placement for your dart monkey right, you should win. And now for round 8, we place a sniper right up here and just set it to last for this round. This is just to make the sniper shot timing perfect for next round, which we need. And now for round 9, set the sniper that was on last to strong, and then place another dart monkey right over here in such a way so that the right side of the range border goes through this part of this weird outline next to the track, and it also touches the edge of this tread right over here. And set him to last. And unfortunately, we have to do a bit more sniper micro this round. You'll keep your right sniper on strong for 9 shots, set it back to strong for 1 shot, and then set it back to first for the rest of the round. And now for round 10, set your right dart monkey to first, and set both snipers to last. Then, we place a dart monkey right up here, in such a way so that when you set it to last, it should shoot down a straight line on this track. And we're going to set it to last. And now, once you reach like $145, set both snipers to strong very fast. Or like 150. 150 is probably more accurate than 145. Just try to set your snipers both to strong as fast as possible. This is needed to beat the round. But now, it gets much easier. That was the hard part. For round 12, place a sniper right up here and set it to strong. For round 13, place a sniper right over here as soon as possible and keep it on first for 2 shots so it cleans up those 2 reds that should leak, and then set it back to strong. 14 should get absolutely demolished by 4 snipers because this is already overkill, but we're getting another one just because we have to. Place another sniper over here. This spot is very important, and set it to strong. Like, it's not precise, but it is important that the sniper is there. On round 16, be ready to micro any of your snipers. I don't think you have to, but apparently sometimes you might have to. And then for 17, place a sub as bottom left as possible in such a way so that the outside of the range border is perfectly in line with this darker outline around the track. And before 18, we'll get this guy to longer range, and we'll also get intel before 19. It's very important that you get intel before 19. 19 should get destroyed with intel, so yeah, that's neat. And then round 20, don't have to do anything, but for round 21, you gotta upgrade your sub to twin guns. we're going to go for an airburst, and we should get it on round 27. For 22, upgrade your top left sniper to a 100 full metal jacket, and be ready to micro another one of your snipers. Don't think you have to, but I don't know, sometimes you might if you messed up your placement slightly, who knows. And then for 24, upgrade your left dart monkey to a 002 camo vision. 25 is the only real round that I know of with RNG in this start, so yeah, be ready to possibly die to 25 once or twice. I'd also be ready to micro one of your snipers if it feels like you have to. If too many yellows get down to the bottom, you probably lose. 26, you don't have to do anything. 5 snipers just annihilates it, and get airburst before 27. That is the hardest part of the run complete. Now it gets a lot easier. After 28, place Brickell right over here, just like as right and as central as possible. It's not super important, just place her in that general area. Use a naval tactics off cooldown for 31. Not entirely sure if it's needed, but it prevents some RNG. And now, we'll upgrade our sub to triple guns. This guy will end up being our sub commander later, so why not upgrade him now? And because we don't have any camo detection on the right side, we're going to upgrade our top right dart monkey to a 002 camo seeing enhanced eyesight or something, whatever it's called. For 35, use naval tactics on the rainbows, which come right after the pause in the round, so that's when you know when they show up. And for 36, we're going to place a 300 Alchemist, Alch buffing our sub, right next to it. And now that we have an Alch buff triple guns, our early game is completely set. Well, we have to do more, but yeah. Upgrade that Alchemist to a 301 before 37 because we need it to shoot out the acidic mixture dip buff more often. Technically, it's possible to get horrible acidic mixture dip RNG and to lose to 37, but I've done this like 5 times and I haven't died to it. And use a naval tactics on the camo whites because if you don't, there's a good chance you just die. And then, upgrade your sub to armor-piercing darts in the middle of 39. Normally, I don't like this upgrade, but we're getting sub-commander later, so we kinda have to get it. For round 40, just use a naval tactics, and watch that Moab get erased. So now, we're going to be upgrading our Alchemist to a 401, placing a 200 village right over here, and getting another 204 armor-piercing sub right next to our other one. We also want to use a naval tactics on 43 just to prevent any possible RNG from happening on this very scary round. But after that, no abilities until 52. On 52, use a naval tactics as soon as you see the first Moab to just prevent any possible RNG from happening on this round and to just shred it. I'll see you on the 4th ceramic wave of 55 where we actually have to use a naval tactics just because of some very annoying RNG that can happen. Make sure the 4th wave of ceramics. The other ones are completely fine. And with that, no abilities until 60, so see you then. On 60, just use the naval tactics, and your armor-piercing subs will shred it. And they'll also shred the start of 61. And right after 61, upgrade your left sub to a sub-commander. This guy will absolutely carry our mid-game and is very good. This boat is just a placeholder for now. So yeah, just place it right over here. Just as middle and as left as possible. And I guess if you'd like to use a naval tactics on 63 for whatever reason, you can. Shouldn't have any RNG though. And now we'll be finishing off our setup for now with 2 more 203 subs, both in the village range. It's very important that they're both in the village range. We can actually fit 5 subs, but we're only going to get 4 because that's all we need. Once we've afforded those 2 extra triple gun subs, we're going to start upgrading that boat we placed earlier to a 520 carrier flagship. So, I'll see you when we actually have to do stuff, which is on 76. Coming back just a bit early because in the middle of 74 you should be able to afford aircraft carrier. This guy does basically nothing for now, and is just the build up for our flagship. You may ask, why are we getting flagship? Because it buffs subs and I thought that would be funny. That's the exact reason. Because it buffs subs and I thought it would be funny. Anyways, for 76, use the naval tactics just to prevent any possible RNG. For 78, upgrade this sniper to a 010 night vision goggles so the subs can get some extra camo vision for intel purposes. This lets us skip using a naval tactics for the second wave on this round, and also just makes round 90 completely abilityless, so might as well get it. Alright, so, in the middle of 82, you should be able to afford carrier flagship. This guy just buffs our subs a little bit. I think it's like 15-20%. I don't remember what it is. He just buffs the subs. And now we're going to be upgrading those 2 triple gun subs from earlier to 204 armor piercing darts, so they can actually do very good damage. Over the next few rounds, let's start upgrading our village to a 230 Monkey Intelligence Bureau, because we need our subs to be able to pop DDTs somehow, and currently they cannot do that. Once you've afforded the Monkey Intelligence Bureau, we're going to start going for some very necessary support. First, get a 102 village right over here. We want the discount because the discount is very important. We need that. We need all the money we can get right now. And as high as possible, while still being in the discount range and left of the track, place a 023 glue gunner set to strong. The mob slow that this guy provides is very useful on basically every round going forward. And because we got that night vision goggles on our sniper, round 90 is completely free. And just to prevent some RNG, use a naval tactics on 91. Because that happens. Anyways. Now we're going to be placing some extra Moab knockback, like 2 204 Moab presses set to strong right over here. Both in range of your village. Your discount village, that is. Oh yeah, you can also upgrade this sniper to night vision goggles, but I'm not entirely sure it's needed because you already have a camo dart there. Why not do it? For 94, you should now have both Moab presses and just naval tactics right at the start of the round to clear out most of the BFBs and just leave behind those UMGs. These UMGs get taken a bit more slowly, but that's fine. On 95, we're going to be using a Mega Mine. Just place it right down here, This guy is just for a visual timer on when to use naval tactics. So yeah. Once Megamind gets used on the DDTs is when you want to use naval tactics for best uptime possible. And then for 96, place a 004 mortar in range of your discount village, or both villages if you'd like. Doesn't really matter. Just a 004 shattering shells, so we can get that sweet defortification on basically everything for the rest of the game, which we kind of need. For 96, other than that, you don't have to do anything. I'd recommend using a mine on 97 like I do here, but I'm not entirely sure it's needed. Also, make sure to retarget your mortar so we can defortify those ZOMG insides. For 98, don't use any abilities. That is very important. Also, retarget your mortar to the front. That's also probably more important. We have a budget of about 6k, so you can buy like a relentless glue here if you'd like, or a third Moab press, but know that it is 100% not needed. Or you could get that 5th sub from earlier, but you don't have to. Sometimes 98 will get a lot closer than it does here, but I've never died to it, so you should be fine. Technically it could have RNG because of carrier flagship, but no. And for 99, you can move your shattering shells over, but it's not needed. And we'll be placing our round 100 finisher, a 040 first strike sub. You can move your mortar over if you'd like, not needed though. Just use the naval tactics on the fortified DDTs. You can also use a mine if you'd like, but it's not needed. And for round 100, don't use a mine just so our first strike timing can be consistent. So what you're going to want to do, just use the first strike once the bad is about to turn left for the last time. And boom! You should now have your Muddy Puddles black border with a very interesting strategy of Brickell, Sub-Commander, and Carrier Flagship. I hope this guide helped you out. Have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye.